Well, I wouldn't normally cover a restaurant, but Happy Cinco de Mayo Mexican restaurant here in the town of Weissville, which is our campground, is down there after the flood. So this is the place that we have done laundry, car washing, and a Mexican restaurant. And that Mexican restaurant is probably one of the best I've ever eaten. It's brought some good memories and some weird ones. But today we are doing laundry. We've detailed and cleaned our trucks today. There's Dave's. And we've kind of used the last day or so to kind of just regroup and work on the fifth wheels, cleaning them up, doing some maintenance that's needed post Damascus. So we got another day and a half still here. We're going to do some exploring and see where this little community takes us. But this is it. Another odd thing too that we've discovered is this lot right there, and I'll try to capture on camera later on, is nothing but classic old cars. Corvettes, Roadrunners, Darts. I mean, he's got a ton of cars just sitting there worth a lot of money, and they're just deteriorating, which is unfortunate. And it's not just real old cars. He'll have modern cars he's purchased, and he'll just park them in the woods. So I'll hope to catch that on film. This is the most odd thing I've ever seen. Well, we're back at a restaurant, Mexican, Cinco de Mayo. It's brought good food.
Great food.
Good times.
Amazing food.
And an occasional asshole or so.
And probably the very best Mexican food we've ever had out.
Yes, yes, very much so.
Incredible.
Yes, very much so.
So this is our second time.
Yes, it is. We love it.
We got our chores done, so we're treating ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Amen to that one. Well, part of our journey has taken us to explore new places, and we came across this cute little private winery. I say it's private. Well, they actually distribute wine, but they have about 1,000 cases a year. This is their vineyard up here, and a family plot. And then this was the fourth generation home over here, which is beautiful. You can see the setting is very pretty. Rolling hills way off from the pasture lands way over there. Crops of corn. And this is us exploring, and that's what we all do very well.
Yes.
So we're at the New River Trail State Park system. It's 57 miles. It was affected by the floodings, unfortunately. But this section of the trail is blocked off. I believe they had trail closure due to trees and washaways. But we're going to attempt to go down this route and see how far it goes. We have no idea what it's going to cost, but we're at the New River Trail, Austinville. And a little tidbit about Austinville is way off in the distance, you'll see kind of a flag way over there. But that's a memorial. And it's to Stephen F. Austin, also known as Austin, Texas. He's the founder of Austin, Texas, but he was born here. So it's the craziest things you find sometimes in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere.
295.
So as part of the process of us traveling, the girls are the planners and bookers of sites. So they're actually booking a site right now on our return side from West Virginia. So it's a one-nighter. And then we have 3 or 4 nights set up in Hilton Head at a RV resort there called National RV Resort.
Thank you so much.
So that'll be neat to go to an actual resort for a while.
Oh, I got a question. Did you guys get affected by the storm at all?
So we did have some heavy winds and rain, and the campground itself was without power for about 6 hours. But other than just some debris down, we are in good shape here.
So this is Stephen F. Austin Memorial Park. You see the Texas flag, the U.S. flag flying, and the Virginia flag. And this is where he's from.
And the other one was his birthplace, right?
This is his birthplace.
Oh. Yeah, but didn't we see another
Born
one
right
of these
here.
with this on there?
No, not the Texas. I didn't see anything with the Texas.
well, we did.
But it says this is where he's from. Give you some idea of the flooding and how bad it was. All the way back there where the trucks are, all that has been flooded. All that was underwater, including this area here. You see the flooding water. So it was at the bottom of this bridge. And what's really shocking is when you see it, look at this tree. And all this grass was here, was underwater. I never realized the force of water could do so much damage. And here's a testament to it. Power lines, they've disabled, thank goodness. A little squirrel wondering what happened to his habitat. You see the wires from underneath the bridge, probably communication wires or something, got ripped out and down floating in the water. So to give you an idea of the height of the water, I'm standing here, and if you look about midway, not even midway, it's well above my head how high the water was. So to give you a little better vantage point of the water, right here where I'm standing was water. All the way down there was full, coming all the way up underneath this bridge, and water over here. So unbelievable the amount of water that came through here. See the old cemetery down there? We just happened to pull over, and in the middle of nowhere, yet again, there's a cemetery that was flooded.
Bartlett Monastery.
I wonder nothing floated up.
I know. This country has lots to offer. It's an old bridge they came across. They've recently redone it. It's beautiful. Very nice bridge. Now this train trestle, I bet you this train trestle bridge has got to be in the 1800s. And it's still standing strong. Oh yeah, you can tell the way it's riveted. This bridge is very old.
Hey, look, that water's moving along pretty good too.
Looking back is the train trestle, i.e. bicycle path that we just crossed. And we just came across a bird watching park, also in the middle of nowhere. They have dedicated signs that'll tell you what is the vegetation, what are the birds. Common yellow-throat warbler. See the flood water all the way up here on this side.
Yeah.
And
It was all back in there.
here's the results of it. Entire community is washed away. Trucks out there in the river. Saw a couple of trucks down the river bank.
People don't even know about all this. You're right. And honestly, we're not hearing about Florida.
For the distance, you can see a Travel trailer flipped on its side. Trucks over there washed away. This is devastating.
Look how far the water came up.
Give you an idea, the river is way back over there off the horizon. Just to give you an indication of how high the water was. So that's about 200 yards away from where I currently stand. And the water was all the way here. So think about how much the water had to rise to do the flooding. There's a couple horses standing there. They had to survive through all this. I'm sure they were terrified. Got a couch up there against a tree. Devastation is incredible. Water's still coming through here.
That is a bunch of water.
As I said earlier, this trail's amazing. The devastation is terrible though. But I have now put it on my list of trails to return to. I'd like to come back in a year or two and see how this area is recovered. It's not uncommon as you see small villages and people who start helping each other out. It's funny to see these cattle down here,
That blue hose,
and
down there.
he's sitting there like he's stuck in the mud.
Wrapped around that tree. And it's still dangling in the water for solid.
Sometimes when the weeds are high, I sit out and watch the sky. Look around for a tiny seed, hold it up for the world to see. Everyone thinks I got power, they don't see me in the witching hour.
To go explore Weissville, and it is as cute as can be. It looks like the county seat was formed. This place became the county seat under the name of Evesham, 1864. Well, today is move day from Fort Chiswell to West Virginia, to Milton, West Virginia, where we're going to be meeting Mom, Regina, and Rick, and seeing Uncle Jerry while we're there. We've been here now 3 days, and we found a few interesting things. It's pretty remote in terms of total activities, but we found Weissville yesterday, which was beautiful, and we're going to miss the cows and the smell of the cows too, which have been right there, right adjacent to our campground. So we got about a 4-hour drive today, 4.5-hour drive today into West Virginia to a KOA called Foxfire KOA in Milton, West Virginia. And we'll stay there for a few days, and then we'll head on to Hilton Head. So, but this has been a little bit of a reprieve from us. We've had time to do maintenance, catch up from the travels we've had, and also recover a little bit from the flooding. So this was a well-needed stop. Not necessarily the fanciest RV park, but it was more than adequate for us.